And so we used a spatial aggregation of data, and I'll show you some of the screenshots that we used to solve those kinds of issues. You need to preserve the confidentiality of reporters as well, because when someone reports a birth defect somewhere, say in a factory in China or near it, they don't want to be exposed to the ire of the government or whatever it is that comes after them if they start reporting stuff. So we wanted to preserve the confidentiality of reporters as well. And for that, we have an encrypted password protection and aliased email links to the reporter. And then there was a peer review of reports is, again, a methodology which is similar to what is there in ProMed in the sense that anybody else can look at some of those reports and see whether they're substantiatable or not. And so those are some of the design elements that were in the design. It was built as a generic model. Like I said, birth defects is only an excuse, but you can tweak it to include other diseases or make it work for other diseases. There's a registration and login and access to different functions of the interface based on the role and its relationship to the data entry and retrieval. Inputting points and irregular polygons on a worldwide map, spatially representing occurrence of disease or events. We use the polygons for inputting the ostensible suspected environmental hazard on a map. Then association of attribute data to these points and polygons, and all registered users to view aggregated data. So one way of preserving confidentiality of patients and their location, and confidentiality of patients includes location. So in healthcare, we are handicapped by the fact that we have, well, I call it handicap because in other situations, you don't have an issue displaying points, because in health, points are considered as betraying confidentiality. And so we have to work within that. And so what we did was to create an aggregated data view, which is then drillable based on, and I'll show you, it is drillable, and you can contact the person who reported it in order to get the real data if they want to share it with you. And then searching information spatially and tabularly, and have it returned for further interaction. Contacting via an aliased email link. So that alias email link was to preserve the confidentiality of the reporter. The original submitter of the information for further interaction, establishment of peer contacts, and initiation of offline collaborative effort. So if I was interested in somebody, some birth defect, say spina bifida, that had been reported in a certain place, then I'd be able to get to the aliased email link of the person reporting it. I'd click on it, send that person an email, give them my contact information, and if that person then wanted to share it with you, then they could. And so that's some of the rules of the game as it was set up. And then downloading your own data. So it actually could be a repository for your own data. If you submitted a whole lot of birth defects data, you can access it anytime and download it anytime, along with all the lat longs.